Can AI make my dream game instead of me? My brother Luca and I are currently working on a city builder game called Icetwine, and while we were working on it, I started to wonder if AI could do all the work instead of us. Do I really have to work in order to make my dream game? So I decided to find out. I need to get AI to make me some 3D models, write code for the gameplay, and tell me exactly how to connect everything so I don't have to turn my brain on for even a second. I found this AI that can generate 3D models called Meshy. I typed a simple prompt where I requested a simple house from the Ice Age, because my game Icetwine is in the Ice Age. And now we're waiting. Whoa, this actually looks crazy. Here's how the models came out. I liked the first and the third one the most, but I decided to go with the first one. Now it asks me if I want it to be textured. Yes? Whoa, look at this house. Let me try to generate a person now. Okay, what's wrong with the fourth guy? Second and third one look a bit cursed as well, so I'll choose the first one. Let's see how it will texture it. Okay, this one looks like he was in some epic Ice Age battle and lost his eye. The model looks pretty good for an AI model. His fingers are a bit messed up, his pee-pee is out, and he doesn't have an eye, but it's good enough. The next thing is the environment. In Icetwine, the environment is a grass field surrounded by mountains. So I told Meshy to generate that, and I was a little disappointed when Meshy made the models, but it looked way better once the textures were done. So good in fact that Luca got afraid that Meshy will replace him. Oh no! But once he saw how many polygons there were, he was relieved. There are two more things that I need to get from Meshy: a tree and a wood, which is basically a chopped down tree. The trees look okay. Again, I like the first one the best, and the textures are great. I'm just a bit worried about this polygon count. I'm not an artist, but I think that's a lot. That might make the game slow or something like that, but we'll see. Here's how the wooden log came out. I don't know why it has a face. Let's try again. Oh, I don't have any more credits. So I guess I'll use this one. This might make the challenge unfair for AI, because I'm not using the premium version, but I'm poor, so I don't have any other option. It looks cute when textured, so we'll keep it. Let's add these assets to Unity and see what ChatGPT can cook with them. I made a new project and... oh, you're wondering why the project is called Icetwine AI. That's because Icetwine is the game that Luca and I are working on. It's a city builder game where you put items next to each other to combine them and get better items. You can wishlist it on Steam. I imported the ground and went on ChatGPT so that it could tell me exactly how to set up camera systems. I want to be able to zoom in and out with a mouse wheel and to move the camera with a mouse click. I copy-pasted the code and did everything that Chat told me to do, and it kind of works. It only has one problem for now, which is that camera at some point starts moving forward once I zoom in too much. I don't know why that happens, and I won't turn my brain on to figure it out, because that's the point of the challenge. I added other models, but the bug is still there. I told Chat to fix it. I described the problem in detail, and Chat told me to change some settings on the camera and gave me a new script that I copy-pasted, and now camera movement works amazingly. It feels exactly like the camera movement in Icetwine. The next thing that I will request from ChatGPT worries me, because I'm not sure if it will be able to do it correctly. And that thing is a system for combining items to get more interesting items. The first part of that system is drag and drop feature. I described that feature to ChatGPT and he made some scripts which I copy-pasted and told me to add a couple of things in Unity, which I did, and it works perfectly for now. Okay, now it's time for the hard part. Now ChatGPT needs to make a feature for combining different items. For example, if I combine a human and a tree, I get a wood as a product, because that simulates a human working on a tree. I told Chat to make that system exactly the same as in Icetwine. He wrote some good code, but he didn't tell me how to do some parts. He expected me to turn on my brain and figure it out on my own. Can you believe that? So I told him, nah, and made him create everything in the code, even UI. Let's see what he made. Okay, no errors for now. He made it easy for me to make new recipes, which are basically what you can combine to get something. So I made a recipe for making wood from a person and a tree. Let's see if it works. It kind of works, but not perfectly. UI should be above the elements that are getting combined, not in the middle of the screen. And the human shouldn't disappear after making wood. I told Chat to fix that, and I also told him to make it possible to use some elements multiple times, so that for example you can work on a tree 3 times and get 3 wood before the tree gets destroyed. Chat made new scripts and it looks and works surprisingly well. You can now harvest trees just like in our original game. And I even added a recipe for the house. There are much more recipes in Icetwine, but we'll leave it at only these ones for now. There are a few more things that I need to add so that the game is complete. First, I need to add a place where I can sell the items. In our game, that place is a volcano. I went on Meshy and it created this. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed, but we'll use it anyway. I added it to Unity and I told Chat that I want him to make a system for selling items when I put them into the volcano. I copy-pasted the provided code and I got the first error. I copy-pasted the error and Chat fixed it, but still nothing happens when I drag something in the volcano. There are no errors, but the items don't get sold. I explained the error to Chat and he told me exactly how to fix it. It's not like he could have told me that in the first place, but okay. The only thing that is left is to be able to do something with the coins that you get from selling items. In Icetwine, you can use the coins to click this magic button that gives you random items without having to make them from scratch, or you can get a blueprint that tells you how to make something. Chat made some scripts, so let's try it. Okay, the button is disabled until I get some coins. It is enabled now, but for some reason I can't click it. I told Chat to fix that and to make the button larger. I copy-pasted the script and it works now. Everything works now. The only thing that's left is to add sound effects. I found a website called ElevenLabs and I got a sound for picking up and dropping items, a sound for making a new item, and a sound for buying and selling items. I told Chat to modify all the scripts so that sound effects play when they should be played, and now the game looks and sounds like this. It isn't the worst game ever, but how does it compare to the game that humans made? Let's compare them. First category that we'll compare is art. Honestly, I like Luca's art much better to the AI art, so that point goes to us. The next category is fun, and since the games are the same, both games get a point. The last category is how long it took to make the game, and obviously that point goes to the AI game. Let us know which game you like more, and if you want to see how we, as humans, made Icetwine, check out this video.